Good morning, everybody. My name is Jonathan Keith Malcolm Geary. It is 8:54 a.m. on Friday. I'm waiting for my computer to update my main computer. And I know that there's a lot of people that have either attempted or installed Big Sur, and more than likely have also had problems with the XAMPP virtual machine version. I know that the regular XAMPP works. I installed it last night. If it doesn't work for you, pull your files, reinstall. It should be fine. I don't know how to fix this if you're having problems with the regular XAMPP, but I wanted to provide a solution because it took me a while and it's a bit of a runaround. Kind of have to loop through holes kind of solution. And I wanted to share it so that people aren't left in the dark and feel like they have to abandon their project and start over, which is what I was feeling last night. Apologize for my sniffy nose and any possible other background noise moving forward. All right, so I have had issues where XAMPP will not open up. In some cases, it'll even give me an error message. There's nothing. The doc doesn't say anything. Before I move it any further forward, there's going to be a lot of blurring in this tutorial. Mainly just because there's a lot of things I don't want people seeing, just as a precaution or preface. But what I had to do is go into I had to copy this first of all, because there's application contents that you're going to have to access here. And so what I did was I right-clicked Show Package Contents, and in here is basically the application source files. And what you're looking for, if I could find it, is Resources, Machines, XAMPP, and this guy right here. This is your, this is a compressed version of your hosting files. Basically your Apache files and what have you for the XAMPP to run and host itself, basically. That's probably not the right way to put it, but nevertheless, this is what you need. But this isn't the file that I found. I found a different one, and it was the uncompressed version. So what I did was I went through the Bitnami file system, which is always on your hard drive. It's basically like it downloads and updates from this one, I believe. It kind of communicates back and forth from my understanding. So pulling the file from the Bitnami source was just as fine. So let me go here. My MacBook, users, and then my main folder. And in here, you're going to have hidden files, so you're going to want to hit Command-Shift-, show you all of the hidden files, and then into Bitnami, Statman, Machines, XAMPP, and then I believe it's not in here. It's this one. So this is the uncompressed version, Machine. And this is the one that I pulled. So basically, I had to copy this, paste it to a folder that I would connect with this one. For me, it was my downloads folder, just to keep it all centralized and more parallel, I guess might be the right word. I'm not sure. But then moving forward, I installed Ubuntu because there's certain tools, there's certain dependencies, libraries, what have you. I'm not sure what the correct term is, but there's certain things inside of a Linux operating system that don't exist in Mac, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I installed Ubuntu. As soon as I set it all up onto VirtualBox, that's what this is here, I hit Start to start it up. It's going to run, and then I will move forward. after it's done loading. I'm going to look through my history to find my history on Chrome, to find the article that I used for the basically the terminal commands that I used that allowed me to mount my virtual machine to Ubuntu, basically use it. So let's see. I'm just going to Google it instead. So how to access, that's the one. And then this is the article right here. So I like skimming. I don't care much for all this stuff. So this is it. This, if you want to test it out, it's not this. This is the outcome. Or this is the output, which I feel he should have. This author should have stated that. But this is the command to show you that there's a bunch of locations that you can attach to, and then to attach it, I believe I followed these here from my recollection. I only remember, to be honest, I only remember this one. But nevertheless, we'll move forward. I'm going to grab Ubuntu. It says it's running. Might be asleep, I'm not sure. This worked last night, so there it goes. Let's try it again. Power off. Because obviously there's something that happened that I was not aware of. So we're going to restart it and see what it brings up, because there shouldn't be any problems. Those error messages, failed messages, showed up last night too, so it should be running fine. I don't know why I didn't do it. But from here on out, it should be relatively simple. Or if you want to pause the video and just move forward on your own, the article that I have open, make sure that you can see the URL. The article I have open with the commands should work. If they don't, if you run into problems just by inputting them, put sudo in front of the command. So sudo, sudo, for super user. I'm not sure what do means other than do. Super user do, and then the command. So that'll basically allow you, even if you don't have permissions, because that was the error message that I was receiving, and then I put sudo in front of it, and it was fine. So it gives you super user privileges. It'll have you enter your password for the first command, and then it should be good from then on. But basically, you're going to open up terminal in Ubuntu after you get the file transferred from the shared folder that you set up. And then in the terminal, you're going to initiate those commands on the article, with or without sudo, whatever works. And then basically should be able to mount it. And one tip is that, you probably figure it out on your own, but one tip is to make the directory you want to mount to, because it doesn't create the directory for you. So wherever you want it, make the directory and copy the path to it. And then that should that should give you what you need, basically. Sorry, it's early. I haven't had enough coffee. Okay, so this is the testing mount that I did. I don't know if it's still mounted or not, but I didn't give this virtual machine enough RAM, so it's really slow. Come on. The testing mount shows that folder is empty. That means it hasn't mounted or it's no longer mounted. Okay, so that means we gotta have the fun of opening up a terminal. Go ahead and tap this activities. I don't know why it's called activities, but it's just really weird. Terminal. Again, it's really slow. Okay. And I already have my shared folder set up. I had issues with it. I changed some permissions, did things. That's a whole nother video for another time. But I was able to successfully mount a shared folder to Ubuntu as my downloads. Hopefully it still works, because it would be a problem if it didn't. And I think I do have the file on my desktop regardless. Because if it doesn't work now, that means it's a permission thing, because I switched the permissions, and after it started working, I switched it back. And it may not work again, so we'll see. And the permissions, what I mean by permissions is the permissions on Mac. The Mac folder, downloads, not Ubuntu. Okay. For some reason, I haven't been able to drag, drop, do certain, scroll. I haven't been able to do that with this because of my touchpad. And I don't understand why not. Of course, it's not responding. Okay. I'd rather wait. Okay, fine. First quit. And then yeah, so my downloads are there, but I'm going to see. But yeah, so the file is still on my desktop. So I basically copied the QCOW2 file, which I think is the weirdest extension in the world. The QCOW2 file, and then I'm going to basically use the commands that I see on. I'm going to full screen this. Because I have the guest editions installed, it forms to whatever size I put the window. So we're going to look at here. This app get install. I believe I already did this. Again, if it doesn't work, because this is to install a package, so I'm not going to do that now since it should already be installed. Put sudo in front of it. So sudo that, and then the command. So we're going to try the first one here. Shares the clipboard, except it doesn't do the command. Control V, at least from what I've tried, so I've had to paste it like this. See, operation not permitted, so I'm going to put sudo and then paste. Password. And then that should work. So to know whether it works, if you haven't worked in the terminal before, is that there's no output. There's no error message. And then that works. So then I'm going to do this, just for good measure. Paste. Yep. So you didn't need sudo with that one, so those show up. So that's good. That means it's working. And then what I'm going to do here is try to attach image file one of these devices below with your own values. So basically, this is the file path that you're going to need to know. And then this is the destination for one of the mount destinations here. So from my recollection, even one of these should work. So I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to change this path, but the extension, because that's that's the same extension I need. Go to the properties just to make sure that I have the path right. Yeah, so it's home/j/desktop. So home/j/desktop. It is case sensitive, so be aware of that. And then machine, which is the file name, .qcow2. And then this is the mount with the destination here, this first one. And then just enter. Failed to open, permission denied. So again, it's having an issue there. So we're going to go up key to go to the prior command and just modify it. So there's that. We haven't mounted it yet, but there's that. And then we're going to do this. Check partition, available. So this is another check tool. So we're going to paste it in. Again, permission denied, so sudo. We'll have to do that each time. And there it is. There is your mounted qcow2 file, and then we're going to mount it for use here. Then we're going to try it without. Mount point is going to be same place because I have the testing mount file or folder here. I'm just going to attach it to that. home/j desktop/testing mount. That basically points to this folder on my desktop, as the path suggests. Only root can do that. I love the Ubuntu error messages. It's fantastic. So we're just going to go up and then go all the way to the beginning. I'm sure there's a shortcut key for that, other than dragging it forward, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Sudo. And then it mounts. You can see that this showed up. And when you open this up, you can access your files. Now, I had to search for the htdocs folder because I cannot remember which one it is in. So I'm just going to search htdocs. If I could spell. And then open up. It's the LAMPP, I believe. So it's in opt. So we're going to go back. We're going to go to opt. I'm sure people know that by now, but some people know that before I do, but it is what it is. And htdocs. I don't want to drag. I want to open. And there's your projects, or it should be your projects. So hopefully that helped you. You can always copy these to the desktop and then copy them to the sharing folder, or just do that directly, whatever you want to do. But that is the fix for me to get back to your work, because this project here, which is my website redesign, I've spent the last few weeks on it, and I could not afford to lose it. So I literally went through the liberty to find out how to fix this. So I wanted to share this to hopefully help people in having the same error issue, or where the XAMPP virtual machine will not open up, because who knows how long it's going to take to get it fixed. But I'd rather do this and have my files than have to recode everything. So, thank you for watching. My name is Jonathan Keith Malcolm Geary. One slogan that I have is "Remember your heart," or mantra. So please do that, and I love you. Have a great day.